Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you are all well. I was ready until I realized that I didn't have coasters on the table because I had cleaned it yesterday for guests, and then we didn't even end up sitting at the dining room table. So theoretically, I could have diamond painted today, but I had already put that away. So we are here. I'm still setting up. Hi, Galloway. Good morning. Good morning, Kat. You're here on the phone. That's not a problem. I hope whatever phone call is happening is going well for you. And I hope you guys are having a nice day. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, no problem, Galloway. Again, I appreciate any amount of time you get to spend with me, even if it's for a moment. I'm glad you're getting somebody to come in to fix the garage door, or garage door. I remember I hadn't seen, now I call it garage, but I'm being flirted at by a salesperson. Ooh, that's nice. Hopefully, maybe. Are they any good at it, or is it being pretty cringe? Jake Mode, hello, hello. Good morning. I hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday. Let me just organize myself here a minute. Let me organize myself. All right, it's finally cool enough to have a cup of hot tea on the stream again. For now, we'll see what happens. We'll see what shenanigans Mother Nature is going to be up to in the coming weeks. Pretty good with the, oh, of course not, but, you know. We know they're not getting nothing, but, you know, It's always, I don't know, it's nice. It's nice if people are being extra nice to you. You know what I mean? Even if it is for something that they will never get. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Oh, that's awesome. I am glad to have you. She was very giggly. Aww. That's really sweet. Okay. We will set up. I need to turn this around because it is cool enough, but you know, still necessary to have the fan on. So I had this all packed away for when I went to the coast for my mother-in-law's birthday celebrations. We will fix that camera once we have our stuff set up. But for now, we're just gonna have to zoom in and out for a minute. But yeah. So I have everything nicely packed away in here, which is awesome. But now I just gotta get it out. But yeah, so luckily, like I said, because I went away, I did do some work on this. And I am, what is this? Let's see. I am 72% done, page number 5, and once this page is done, we will have the whole top third of the cross stitch complete, which is very exciting. So I am let me reorient myself. So I'll show you guys what I've been up to. I don't know if they're DMC, but they definitely are crane scissors. I got them from Hobbycraft, so I don't actually know. Hobbycraft is the craft store. It's like the Michaels equivalent in the UK. But yeah, they don't say DMC on them, but they're pretty in their rose gold. So I bought them ages ago. All right. Let's replace this in the hoop. I packed it in a smaller hoop so that the hoop could fit in the bag. So just to show you guys though, this is where we're at right now. So there's just, like I said, a section down here, and then the entire top half, I would say, I don't know if it's a third or if it's, yeah, where are we at right now? Allegedly, we are 62.2% done. But yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, definitely. I love stork scissors. I think they're so cute. They remind me also of Over the Garden Wall, because Adelaide had a pair of those scissors. I think it was Adelaide, yeah. And so it kind of gives me those vibes too, which I appreciate. But yeah, let's pop this in the hoop, and then we're going to, I think we can move this down a little bit. Pop that here. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, trust me. I had friends that were pissed off about that as well. And it was funny because the first time I watched it, I wasn't sure because I think they had like overhyped it to me a little bit too much. And I was kind of like, oh man, like it got super hyped. And then I revisited it and I was like, I'm obsessed. Why was I concerned previously? So, yeah, it's perfect, spoopy autumn fun time. So obviously highly recommend. So I have, just gonna roll up these. I have some magnets to help keep this in place. They're not the strongest, but we will do what we can. So yeah, once we're prepped, we will dive right in. I had every intention of being prepared, but then I decided last minute that I would, because I have to take all my, well, I don't have to, I want to, because I'm painting my nails tomorrow in anticipation for the wedding I'm going to this weekend. I wanted to take all of the old polish off of my nails, and I started with my toes, but obviously as you're doing your toes, the acetone from the pad then ends up on my painted nails, not like my actual fingernails. So I was like, oh, I have time. I'll just quickly do this right now. Mind you, it's like 20 minutes to stream time. So yeah, that's what I was doing instead of setting this up. But it's fine because we're here now and it's all good. Okay, I don't know if we need that one there or if that's gonna be in the way. Okay, step 1, assemble the hoop. Step 2, attach to the holder. Step 3, start stitching. Scoot you over a little bit. Oops. All right. Okay, and then once we know where we are orienting ourselves, then I can adjust the camera accordingly, and we can get started. I have, oh, what's it called? I think it's called like Pattern X Markup. It's this guy. Here, let me see what it's called. Yeah, I think it's part of the Markup RXP. It's the like iPad version of a markup app. I think a lot of them are like Windows versions. But yeah, since I discovered this, it's been a game changer. Though I think I ran out of like my free trial because it keeps telling me that I only have so ever many more opportunities to like look at this pattern, so I'll have to reassess how much I need to give them, because I think I remember it was like a subscription, but it was really cheap to start, and then I think they added a lot more to it, and then rightfully so, in order to manage all the new features, I think they like upped the price, but it was like quite substantial. So I was like, I'm just not gonna pay it and see what happens. And then everything was ticking along, and it's only now that they've given me the sort of ultimatum of like, we are gonna count this down. So we'll see what happens. Obviously I don't want to get to 0 beforehand, so I'm sure a situation, it will resolve itself, usually probably ending in me having to put money again towards it. But until then, we're just gonna ride the wave. All right, how are we doing for the autofocus? It's actually not freaking out too much, but we can probably make this a little bit clearer. Nope. Sure, we'll see how that is. That still seems kind of blurry. Configure the video. Oh, not auto. I don't want auto. There we go. Move that down. Okay. I don't know. Seems blurry regardless. Okay, we tried. We tried our best. All right. So where I left off on this pattern was down here. I didn't want to justify cutting the thread and like parking it when I still had so much usable thread left. So I just kind of folded it nicely and attached it still with the needle minder on it. And that seems to have worked out okay. So we're gonna keep doing that. I don't know if it registered everything I marked up. I don't know, it must have done. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, so we've also marked these up. Okay, cool. Now I think I know where we are. So we'll keep going. But yes, so in terms of the news, well, you see in the tagline. So you know how I told you guys I applied for a job, or I had an interview at my local chiropractor for like ad hoc front desk work. And I had the interview Thursday, and they told me that they would let me know either Friday or early next week. And so yesterday I had an appointment there, and I ran into, I guess now I call them the boss, but like the people who own the practice are also active chiropractors. So to me, they're just the chiropractors, but I guess now technically they're bosses. So anyway, one of them, I saw as I was heading out after my appointment, and she like looked at me and was like, "Hey, I'm going to give you a call this afternoon." And I was like, okay. But then of course I proceeded to like go home and then just make sure that my phone was attached to me with like super loud volume on the entire time. And I really needed to shower, but I was messaging Liam being like, if I get in the shower and miss this phone call, I'll be so pissed. So I just had to like wait it out. And then I got the phone call around 3 p.m. So the afternoon was 3 hours had passed in the afternoon at that point. But yeah, I've been offered the position, which is super exciting. In the next, like, I think probably week or so, because obviously we're heading off to Greece for the wedding this weekend. So I think probably next week I'll get some more information of like when I can possibly start. Because there'll be like a bit of training that I have to do and like shadowing of like the other front desk people and stuff like that. And so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. The only thing is because it is very ad hoc, they sort of have to look in their schedule of like I'm sort of going to be there to help cover like sicknesses and holiday and stuff like that. So they obviously have to look in the schedule to see when those covers are coming up, because the woman was like, it would probably be not the greatest if like we trained you up and then your first shift wasn't for like another couple months, because then it's like by the time, like, you know what I mean, it's like a use it or lose it situation. So it's probably better for me to do training in close proximity of when my first shift would be, which that makes sense. But like I said, because it's very ad hoc, it shouldn't impact like my streaming too much, which is really nice. Like I like that it seems like a very flexible position, and it seems like they are more willing to almost accommodate me, which is really cool. So I don't feel like trapped or restricted by the idea that like, oh, I have to be like plugged in and available constantly for this. And I think probably they're of the understanding too, where like they're expecting people to do ad hoc work. That's maybe a couple times a month. It's like unrealistic for them to think that the people that they've hired will just be on call and be able to drop everything to like go into work, because it's like they just have to live their lives around what's going on, which is really cool. So we shall see how it goes, but I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, it just feels good to like finally have a confirmation, because I feel like going into it, I was like 97%, 98% confident that like this was a done deal, but there was still that like couple percentage of me that was just like, but what if I don't? And I wasn't gonna be like upset, because I think again this is like an opportunity, and I'm just, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like it's more like this opportunity has presented itself, so I want to take advantage of the opportunity that's been presented to me. It's not like I'm going out, and if I didn't get this, I'd be going out and like applying for a bunch of other jobs and stuff like that. It was kind of like this or continue as is until something kind of similar popped up. But yeah, I think the other thing too that's really cool is they're not entirely sure what it'll look like, but they think that there might be opportunities to do like admin work outside of kind of the front desk. So that could be stuff that could be done like on a work from home basis, or like work in the back office outside of like front desk stuff. So they asked me if I was interested in that, and I was like, yeah, absolutely, because honestly that would be a bonus. Like if I do front desk stuff, but then if they don't have any availability because like everyone's actually working and not taking holiday or sick leave, there might be other things that I can do around the office, which would be really cool. So yeah, so I'm one step closer to becoming friends with my ex-massage therapist, because I told you guys how she's like a bit younger than me, but she's like really into dogs and always asks about Shadow and stuff like that. And I'm all like, in my brain, I'm like, I think we could be friends. But it was like weird. But now it's like if we're working at the same place, then like the chances of us becoming friends is probably a lot higher, which is really cool. But yeah. But until then, you know, we will just be moving and grooving and stitching along and doing other things. Yeah, I had to put the diamond painting away yesterday, and it's just so many little things, right? So I'm sure I could have again brought it all down, but I also haven't worked on this in a while, and I still made that promise to my mom that I would finish it by November, and we have 2.5 months to do that, and we are 62% done. It's telling me that I need, apparently it's going to take me 38 days based on my average stitch rate to complete this. But that's like if I would work every day. So as of right now, I am not currently stitching every single day, so that might not work. But we'll see. We remain hopeful that we can get this done. Oh, it's so nice. It's finally cool enough here. The heat wave is broken, knock on wood, for now. Hopefully it continues to be like this, because, you know, my North American body cannot handle 33-degree, sticky, you know, humid weather. It's just, I'm not built for it. Neither is Shadow. Shadow hates it. But finally it was cool enough that we could actually go for a walk to our local field, and Shadow could finally like do some running around and get the zoomies for the first time in a while, which was really nice. I think we both needed to just like move around a lot, because I find that I've been a lot stiffer lately. And I think it's just because, again, I have been doing a little bit more driving, and I've, you know, been traveling, so I've been stationary a lot more. And then, of course, it's been so freaking hot. You have, like, we've not been going for, you know, the 10,000 steps, you know, the 5K forest adventures like we usually would do. So hopefully that is behind us. Though I did look at the weather for Greece, and it's gonna be basically 30-31 the entire time we're there, which is to be expected. But not the best temperature for when you have to be like dressed in formal attire, you know what I mean? But we'll see. All right, where are we off to next with this one? Let's fill in some of these little guys here. Oh, on another positive note, you know how we went through the rigmarole of our city council basically saying that they weren't going to do our rubbish collection from the back of the house, and now are doing it from the front? And Liam and I had our reservations, especially because they miscommunicated when their, like, overstock pickup was going to be. We assumed it was going to be from the back of the house or the front of the house, sorry, because they had deemed the back a health and safety risk, and then they ended up walking up the back to then collect it, which is some garbage. So they've basically our bins have been at the front of the house basically on the walkway for the last little while now. And so we weren't sure, because we had filled up the bin, so there were multiple bags in there, if the rubbish collectors would take it, and they did. So that's nice. So on a positive note, we actually did get proper recycling done. Because the other thing too is, up ahead, the like water company is working on a leak or something up there. So half of the pathway, like the footpath, is closed for a chunk of it. So I'm like, what are the chances that, you know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, the bin people have to walk up this front walkway to collect all of our rubbish because they're refusing to come at the back. But at the front, the pathway they're supposed to be walking down is partially closed because there's like a pipe burst or some shit like that. But obviously, hopefully, I think what had happened, because ours was taken, they obviously came down to the point where they could one side, went around, came down to the point where they could the other side, which is good. Because, you know, just lately, my trust in these sorts of systems is kind of at an all-time low. So it was nice to have a little ray of, oh, they actually competently did their job. Because, yeah, it's been a rough few weeks with that. It was a bit annoying, though, because I went to go take the rubbish out after our walk, and so mine Shadow's walks, I went to the front of the house, but I just like quickly grabbed my keys and did whatever. And obviously, like, Shadow's a bit funny, and our front isn't fully sealed off, so I have to like keep Shadow in the house every time I go at the front. So I didn't want to keep him out there or in the house too long and like make him think that I had left. But it was a missed opportunity because there was like the coolest looking spider, like a massive one, right near the bin as I was walking out, and I wanted to get my phone so I could use my Seek app to scan it and identify it, but I didn't have my phone on me. So I was like, damn. So hopefully he's there in the next couple days, and then I can do that. Oh yeah, I guess I was like, yeah, we've not been together all weekend. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I know, right? Pando isn't even... I think they fully, like, Twitch fully took the extension off. because obviously I reset my passwords just to make sure that like I was protected and stuff, and then I went to go like uninstall Pando, but it's already completely taken off. It's not even one of my extensions. So I really hope that they're able to fix the issue though, because like, I don't know, hanging out, like Phantasma was a really fun feature, and I think we all quite enjoyed having our little floaty ghosty friend hanging out with us. So hopefully Pando can be resurrected. But as of right now, he's currently in a contamination chamber due to, like you said, crypto bro hacking, which is really annoying. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not part of their like Discord server or whatever, so I'm not sure what they've identified. I just like quickly Googled it when you told me about it. And then I found, what was the article I found? It was just like a win.gg news. It says, Twitch streamers facing hacked by atomic threat while live. And that was as of... Oh, interesting. This article is apparently as of September 9th. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's obviously been taken in consideration quite early. That's good. So obviously if there was, you know, obviously it's good to still change your passwords and things like that, but I'm assuming that, you know, if nothing bad happened on my account, then I'm probably in the clear, which is nice. But yeah. Yeah, so all of the people that got hacked, there seemed to be a commonality of them having the Pando extension on their Twitch interface. So it makes sense that that it's not on Twitch anymore. Oh, 100%, exactly. Yeah. But I think the actual hack itself, yeah. Apparently the hack itself also like was spamming like a chat bot. And so we've not yeah. So we've not gotten any spam in the chat. So hopefully, again, knock on wood, we are in the clear. But I hope you're well, Probacus. Did your Tesla arrive on Monday like you said it was supposed to? I think you said it was Monday was its arrival date. Are you brand new Tesla boy now? How does it feel? You do, yeah? Amazing. Amazing. Are you enjoying it? The brand new car smell. It's a car. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it is a car. That is correct. Yeah, but as long as you know, enjoy driving it, like it lives up to sort of your expectation of it. Because you want to be comfortable driving, you know, a vehicle. It's very, yeah. Some people like that. Like, is that something that you're into? I know, like, I don't know, cars that look like spaceships, I'm, like, not a fan of. I just, like, get concerned. Like, I don't know, they look like they're just gonna transform into a transformer at any moment, and I'm just, like, not about that. Or not, they're not even, actually. The ones that look like transformers are a bit better. Like, the ones that are, yeah, the ones that look like space pods. It's mostly just a screen. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that. I like physical buttons. I don't mind the combo. I think Kat and I were talking about this before, how the combo of like touchscreen and buttons on a car is nice, but when it's like all touchscreen, that'll take some getting used to probably. Okay, so that's something you're used to. Yeah. Oh, probably. Yeah, it just feels really... That probably adds to the feeling of emptiness, because it does feel quite spacious, and then it's quite minimalist in its design. You probably feel like you're driving something massive, even though it maybe isn't actually. It's basically like a TARDIS, which is a spaceship, so that checks out, actually. Liquisen! Hello, hello! Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are armed with some tea. It's a long car. It's 4.8. Oh, wow. Okay. Fair enough. What's going on here? There we go. Oh, thank you. I will do that. Oh, no. I think my sound alerts are disabled. That's unfortunate. But I will do those things. Absolutely. And it's finally cool enough that I can have actual tea. Amazing. I think my posture, well, not to toot my own horn, I think my posture's been all right so far. But yes, we will do some stretching, because I didn't do all of my stretching before stream. Hold this for like 30 seconds. And switch. Yeah. Well, no, you know what it was? It's because I obviously had to change my my password, so I think all the things that were authenticated through my Twitch account, I then have to go in and like re-authenticate everything, but of course I like don't remember what does what. So I'll probably need to sign in or something. Let me actually check now. Let me check. Those ones are via blurps, I think. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's see.
It's tea time.
There we go. Settings. Active. Cool. Maybe that should be fine. That also should be fine. It was a long call. The truck cameras. Oh, very good. Not even ghosts are safe from... I know. Truly. Truly. Air service checking new camera GPS. Oh, cool. Yeah. Air service checking new camera GPSs. That's nice. Hopefully the new company will, yeah, be more communicative. It sounds like they are. Maybe, hopefully. Yeah, see, at least we still have Phantasma emotes, but yeah, unfortunately, Pando Phantasmo Pando has been quarantined. He's been infected with Crypto Bro. Pretty expensive, the ones we have now. Yeah. That's the, yeah, right? You're like, I would like to pay for actual workable things. It was wild. Liam rented a van because he went to go pick up, we were getting like hand-me-down garden furniture from Liam's aunt and uncle. And so originally he was going to take the car, and then his uncle messaged him being like, it's not going to fit. Like, you maybe won't even fit the chair in. So he rented a van, and when I dropped him off to go pick it up, he was telling me later how it's like pretty souped up, how it's like a new van, and they have like, you know, front cameras, backup sensors, all these different things. Like, you just think of like a moving van, like a cube van that's just like super basic, super analog, but like they get quite techy now. Yeah. Yeah. What's a me problem? It's fine. Okay. It is. It's a Howl's Moving Castle cross stitch. I'm obviously very slowly working my way through it. It's by the artist Stitchy Nova. So she does she has on her Instagram account, she has a link to a Google Doc that has a bunch of free patterns on it, and one of the patterns was this bad boy. So we've been working on that. My goal is eventually, once I finish it, is I want to get like a denim like shacket, like a denim shirt or jean jacket or something, and stitch this onto the back of it. That is my goal. Yeah, truly, honestly, yeah. How silly of me to think that things be working, that things should work. Yeah. Oh no! Pff, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Liquisand. I have no problem explaining it. You're too distracted by the visuals that you don't it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. Aww. Aw, rude. You had to talk to some guy named Andre? Boo! Boo, Andre. Was he nice at least? Obviously not gonna be as nice as Flirty Girl, but hopefully he was still decent to talk to. Oi! Are you knocking my interface, Probacus? Maybe. It's fine. I'll allow it. I will allow the slander. I don't mind. Oh my goodness. But yes, so I this weekend, so in addition, so that was the Sunday. Yeah, really. Yeah. You've been holding back on me, Probacus. What's going on? You're usually very upfront and cutthroat about your thoughts and feelings and opinions. Yeah, it's fine. I know. We just joking. We just joshing around. But yeah, so the Saturday we went to a child's first birthday party. And it was literally the hottest day on record for the UK, like in the last week or so. I don't know if it's like official facts, but like it was hot. It was like 33 degrees. And we went to a child's first birthday party, and a lot of it took place outside. There was like 65 people at it. So you could just see all of us finding whatever pockets of shade. Luckily, there was like a tree in their backyard, so we like found a pocket of shade to like hang underneath, and we were all drinking water and like trying our best to stay cool. But it was a lot of fun, and you guys know I've talked about it before, how I love a theme. So I thoroughly enjoyed this party, even though, all the stuff was for toddlers, so I, myself could not partake. There was a bouncy castle, and I guess when the woman went to set it up, she specifically told our friend, like the dad of the kid, like, adults are not allowed to jump in this bouncy castle. It was like a mini bouncy castle, and we were all like, damn, really? So yeah, so I was not able to partake in the soft play and the children's bouncy castle, but everything was themed. So it was like a mermaid under the sea theme. So they had like seahorse balloons and like jellyfish streamers. And then the soft play area had like almost like cricket stickers of mermaids on it. And then it had her like birthday, like so-and-so's first birthday on it. And so I got really excited because I was like, guys, I love the theme. And the fact that this first birthday is like underwater rainbow themed, I was like, mwah, chef's kiss. Amazing. 10 out of 10 children's birthday. It was great. There's a bounce space that adults can go to here. Yeah. That's cool. I know there's like a trampoline world at our local mall. And so I think it was for Liam's, I think it might have even been for Liam's 30th birthday. So for his 30th birthday, we all got together and went to this like trampoline zone. And you get an hour in the trampoline zone, and they like, you have to watch a safety video and they walk you through it and whatever. And we're all excited. So yeah, cool, raring to go, trampoline park. And then we maybe were like bouncing for all of 10-15 minutes, and then we all needed to take a break. We were dripping with sweat, like leaning against some of the soft play things. At one point, a child was bouncing past us and was like, "What are you doing?" And we were like, having a rest, little dude, like keep on jumping, like keep on keeping on, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you say that. My sister-in-law broke her leg at said trampoline park. Yeah, she bounced onto this thing and I guess landed funny. And, yeah, so she also now forever says no to trampoline parks. Yeah, it was one of those. Twisted my ankle at one, didn't love it. Yeah. That's fair. That is fair. I think those kinds of things do happen. Do you remember? So, like, I remember growing up, and my friend had a trampoline. Because you could buy trampolines for your home. Now you buy them, and they have, like, a safety net around them that you zip in to get in and out of the trampoline. Back in the day, they didn't have those things. So I had a friend, and we were jumping on her trampoline, and, like, we full-on could have flew off of it. I think people they would, like, do flips, and they would, like, land off the trampoline. It was not good. So it's a good thing that they implemented that safety protocol, but, like, it took a while. Orthopedics really love trampoline parks because yeah, I'm sure the orthopedic surgeons in the US are rolling in the dough from injuries at trampoline parks. Dude, my sister had one and my leg went between the springs. Yeah, right? They just have kind of like a plastic around it, but obviously as you're bouncing, that plastic doesn't go down, like that plastic cover doesn't go with you. So your foot could easily be trapped in between those. Absolutely. Yeah, we even had a trampoline, like at my childhood ones, but we had one that again had one of those tents. And it was so funny. We had one of those and it was so funny because we would actually catch our neighbor kids. So the neighborhood kids in the area would sneak into our backyard to jump on our trampoline, like when we weren't home. And sometimes, like, I think one time I did actually catch them. We didn't say anything. We were kind of like, whatever, have at it. But in retrospect, like, if they got hurt, it would be so bad for them because they're, like, jumping on this when we're not home. And, like, we can't supervise them. But they were little rebel boys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, no, it wasn't the smartest thing, but it was all right. My asshole cousins pushed me off a trampoline. Really? Yeah, it sounds like trampolines and you are not compatible. No bueno. Yeah. Honestly, again, I've not been on a trampoline for a long time, and like I said, the last time I was, we were thoroughly exhausted afterwards. But Bouncy Castle has no springs, so it might have been okay. And that's why you don't talk to a bunch of them, am I right? You're like, listen. Yeah, Bouncy Castles are fun. Have you ever had those, have you ever been to those places, or have people ever had like those, they're like not bouncy castles, but I guess they're almost like bouncy obstacle courses, or sometimes there's like a bouncy slide, so you walk up and then you can like bounce down the giant inflatable slide. Those are cool too. Yes, I remember you being like, I had to go do this thing with people that I do not want to converse with, and I'm like, wow. But the fact that you managed to keep your mouth shut was pretty, you know, pretty good, I would assume, for you. I assume you should have been quite proud of yourself to not have exchanged words. Yeah, it's the bounce thing I was talking about earlier. Yeah. It had like Wipeout style stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Though, to be fair, they sometimes do those Wipeout style courts for like civilians on water. And I do think that that feels a lot more dangerous than like the inflatable obstacle course that's like on land. Because if you bounce on one of those platforms and it's like plastic and water, so it's super slippery. So it's like the whole point is you need to, jump. Like it's a disaster. Yeah, you would smack into it. Ooh, nostalgic snack tier list. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Let's pull one of those up then, shall we? Let's do this. Let's pop you guys out. Let's move this down here. Actually, this can go here. Christmas talking to Mark, yeah, cool. We'll see what there is. We'll see what we can find. Crisps is such an odd term, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Galloway, Pando, I have to just, let me fix that. Pando's currently in quarantine because apparently, their system got hacked, so he's been removed, but they obviously didn't remove all of the thingy bobs for him. So let me just... It does, but in North America, they call them chips. They call them chips, and then the ones that you get with fish are called fries. Challenge Pando, treat Pando, and then hydrate Pando. Okay, cool. Treat Tash then. I will, yeah. Thanks. Here, let me give those back to you, though. Yeah, fish and chips. Though it's interesting, because we do call it fish and chips, specifically for fish and chips. But at any other point, it is, yeah, since we're doing this, it's true. I do have my granola bar on hand for snackage when necessary. All right, let's do a search for nostalgic snacks. And I love me some snacks. You guys know I do. Australian snacks, UK lunch snacks, nostalgic childhood shows, nostalgic games. Maybe I'll put like 90s, like 90s snacks. There we go, 90s snacks. Some of these might only be like UK, or not UK, they might just be whatever. But we'll do it together. I think I found one. Let's pop this in here. Oops. Okay, turn that on. So, this is our tier list. Yeah, really? Guinness doesn't do it. It's too mild. Are you not a fan of stouts then, Probacus? Or are your stouts basically like syrup? Okay. So these are the snacks. These are specifically the 90s snacks. I think some of these I'm like not super familiar with, so we might need to become well acquainted. But some of these I completely forgot about. So we'll have user, you know, you guys can submit. So these, I don't know if you remember these. This, I'm reminding myself, they were like Flintstones push pops. So they were like popsicles. But they were, like the ones that were in a paper, and then they had like almost like a straw or a stick that you used to push them up, like a push pop. I'd say that's like a B. That's like a mid. That's not bad. Let's see. Those are your favorite? Yeah. These are Butterfinger BBs. Here, we'll butter up to A because Kat has a knowledge of this. I don't know what Butterfinger BBs are. Butterfingers are good though. Though I thought that, I guess they're like almost like a Butterfinger bite. I guess if they're a Butterfinger bite, then maybe, I don't know, we'll put them in B. That sounds like a good time. Isn't Butterfinger like peanut butter and like, I don't know, like crispy flakiness? Cheetos Paws. I don't think I ever had a Cheetos Paw. So I'm gonna put those here. D is gonna be the ones that like I don't know. So I guess we'll stick this down here too, so we don't know. What's going on then? Yes, of course, of course. Always a silly good time. I hope you're doing well, Saul. Yes, we have, Probacus has requested a snacks tier list. This is 90s snacks tier list, nostalgic snacks. Some of them I don't remember, but other ones we think are amazing. I think Kat's gonna be carrying this tier list ranking because she actually has a visible, like a memory of some of these. I've not had planter specific cheese balls, but I've had cheese balls and they are quite Moorish, so we will put them up here. Or maybe here. I don't know. No, we'll put them up here. Cosmic brownies. I don't think we... Shush. Shush. Nuh-uh. It's a B? Okay. Cheese balls are B. My product's on there. No? Okay. Cosmic brownies. So I'm assuming that these are the brownies that have the little sprinkles. They were not called cosmic brownies for me. They were called like Little Debbie brownies. And this was obviously... pre-celiac diagnosis for me, but I went through a phase where me and this girl in like the 7th grade were obsessed with these, so these are S tier. If I could still eat these, I would. This is Pando, yeah. Honestly, I wish. If Pando can promise me that he's not gonna get a bunch of crypto bros to hack my Twitch account, then maybe we'll allow him back. But until then, he is actually currently off the Twitch extension list and it's not an option. PB crisps are my favorite snack. PB crisps, like peanut butter crisps? Oh, right. Okay, my brain reverted back to British speak, so I thought they were peanut butter chips, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But then I remembered that we were speaking American, and so the crisps do not mean the chips. Unless they are? Like peanut butter chips? Like potato chips with peanut butter? Also wouldn't be that bad though, because it's kind of already like salty. These are just M&Ms from what I can see. I guess maybe are they M&Ms that still have like the blue M&M in them? Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh man, that's all right. Hopefully it's not on my end. But that's because we're in a simulation, Saul. You just saw the other side. You glitched and you know, temporarily gained consciousness and now you're back in the Matrix. Welcome back. They were little things shaped like peanuts. And ooh, those sound really nice. Those sound really nice. Crisps in American. I don't know, actually. Sick and tired. I don't know. Crystal Pepsi can burn in a hellfire. Perfect. Okay. So if these are just regular M&Ms, those are fine. You can't, I don't know, you can't go wrong with some M&Ms. Crystal Pepsi I've never had, but Kat is saying it is trash, so we will have it trash. Yeah, I don't think crisps, I don't think there is an American crisps. American crisp. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for America, it's not a thing. Okay, what are these? They're just like sprinkles. If these are just like sprinkles that like you would put on, is this yogurt? Oh, I don't know. If it is, if it's yogurt with sprinkles, then that, is it yogurt with sprinkles? I can't tell. The icon is too small. The icon is too small. It does, though. It looks like yogurt with sprinkles in it. I believe it. I will allow it to be A tier. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, I'm assuming so. It looks like it. So does that mean I've never had this before? This obviously wasn't. This never came to Canada, but it sounds amazing. Yogurt with sprinkles sounds like an amazing thing. Yeah, push pops. Specifically the Flintstones push pops. Too sweet. Yeah, probably, but also this is childhood, and so as children, we always wanted things to be too sweet. Too sweet, too sweet. These are 3D Doritos. I had never experienced Doritos 3D. I'm not quite sure what that means. What makes them 3D? Are they just like... what, like, are they like puffed up? Like, I don't know. I feel like that could be like a... yeah, like a B, because like they could already be good, but then be... you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, oh, puffed, yeah, as long as the flavor is good, like an actual Dorito. As Saul, yeah. 2D and 3D. Have you had 3D Doritos, Saul? I don't know if I've ever seen these. Wow, my brain was like glitching out. But yeah, Dunkaroos, fucking S tier. Except no, these are the chocolate ones though. The chocolate ones were ass. But if they were the ones with the vanilla sprinkle ones, that was the GOAT. That was good. Dunkaroos are S tier. But yeah, only the okay. They're going into S tier with the understanding that when I say this, I mean the vanilla icing. The chocolate icing tasted gross. So operating on the assumption that that is what we are ranking, S tier. Yeah. Yeah. They're in the first dimension. Wax is in their second dimension. Yes. The chocolate goes in B. It's true. It's true. I know it does. It's true. The chocolate is ass, but again, we are ranking because I don't think they have, if they oh, bitch, they do. Okay, no, you are ass. You are C. Fuck that one because they do have the vanilla one. Okay, let's just, okay, yeah, vanilla one is S tier. Those ones are done. I called you? Did I? I don't know. I don't know. Guys, I'm really passionate about Dunkaroos that obviously I no longer am allowed to eat because they're full of gluten, but 90s Tasha was not diagnosed with celiac disease yet, so she was eating all sort of gluten 90s kid snacks. So I still have the memory. But yeah, no, I did. I Dunkaroo, yeah. Dunkaroo, yeah. Cosmic brownies, again, I never knew them as cosmic brownies. They were called Little Debbie brownies to me. They were chocolate brownies that came in a pack of 2 that were individually sealed that had little sprinkles on them, and then you could break them in half. Oh, they definitely existed, Probacus, but again, when I was younger, I was diagnosed when I was in the 7th grade, so I was still a child, but like the 90s portion of my childhood, I was eating gluten, so I was never looking for gluten-free stuff, so I wouldn't know, but I'm sure. Yeah. Most chips are. Most crisps are. It's usually the seasoning that will determine whether or not it has wheat in it. Sometimes they'll add barley malt extract to flavor enhance, which is dumb, because that's like liquid gluten, but it's fine. Kool-Aid Jammers, I think. These are called Kool-Aid Bursts. Oh, because Kool-Aid Jammers were like the Capri Sun version of Kool-Aid. Yeah, A tier? Okay, I'll allow it. People complain when I open a gluten-free shop. Right, Yeah, no problem, Pabakis. Okay, so A tier Kool-Aid. These weren't the Kool-Aid Jammers that I know of, but obviously this was Kool-Aid pouches. Yeah, no problem. It just dawned on me too. Again, yesterday I was talking about Kool-Aid, and then somebody had told me that they had never had Kool-Aid before, and then it dawned on me specifically even too, like powder mixes, like Crystal Light, Kool-Aid, like any of the sort of powder that you would add to water to turn it into a different thing, doesn't exist in the UK. They have squash, which is like a liquid sort of cordial that you use to flavor water. So I was just like, oh yeah, I guess you've never had, he's like, I've never had Kool-Aid. And I was like, oh, so I guess then you've never had Crystal Light either. And he's like, what's Crystal Light? I'm like, that's like the adult version of, like a Kool-Aid. Powder mixes annoying. Yeah, that is true. Powder, and then you need to like really make sure you dissolve it, or else it's like you get kind of like granular chewiness to your beverage, and that's no fun. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good idea. Like the Crystal Light, yeah. I feel like I used to do a lot of Crystal Light in the day. I used to do a lot of Crystal Light. The drink. That's what I meant in the day. Don't take that out of context. Anyway, moving on. High C. I never had High C in Canada. We had Sunny D, which is also on this list. So High C is gonna be, I don't know. That's you guys, unless we put it here. So I put the things here that I've not heard of before. I don't know, Potato, if you have ever had a Butterfinger BB or a Cheetos Paw. So you can, if you have any input into these. I always thought a Kool-Aid was just a nice pack. Yeah. To be fair, in the UK it is. We were Sunny D kids. Yeah. Okay. So where would you place it? You never heard of those? Okay, cool. So as a consumer of High C Potato, where would you rank it on the snack list? Butterfinger BBs were good? Okay. To be fair, I feel like I would like those. So maybe we'll stick them in a B. Because Kat is aware of them. What about... Yeah, you can let me know, Potato, where you would stick High C. If not, it will continue to live in the Tasha has never consumed it before. French Toast Crunch, S tier. Yeah. Such a Butterfingers. Yeah, they're like ball-shaped Butterfingers, yeah. Bart Simpson was the spokesperson? That's legit. Maybe like C? Okay, cool. C for High C. That feels appropriate. That feels appropriate. Yeah, it's one of those where I'm sure it probably wouldn't hit the same as it did back in the day. We'll bump it up to B because C is sort of like our trash tier because D is our like never had before tier. Here. We'll put trash. This is, I don't know, because we've never had it before. This is solid. This is godly. And this is excellent. There we go. I mean, I had the pause, but I didn't like them. Okay, cool. Trash. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the Sol tier. It sounded like I said salt tier. It's the Sol tier. Okay, Fruitopia. Fruitopia was excellent. I was a big Fruitopia person. Especially the Fruitopia in glass bottles. Because I had an obsession with, like, you know in glass bottles, when you rotate them, there's like a pop seal and it makes that popping sound. So I used to make everybody, if I was in the car ready to open a glass drink, I would make everybody in the car be silent because I wanted to listen to the pop sound, and then I would rank which like beverage container made the best pop seal sound, and Fruitopia was the best in my childhood opinion. Fruitopia is the, yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, no, that's Zootopia or Zootropolis. I can't remember which one is which. In the UK, it's called Zootropolis, and in one place it's called Zootropolis, and one place it's called Zootopia. So yeah, I think it's called Zootropolis in North America, and it's called Zootopia here, I think. But yeah, excellent. I wouldn't call it godly, but it was pretty dang awesome. Because again, it was more for the glass bottle of it all and less for the flavors. Though some of the flavors were good. It's Zootopia here? Oh, so it must be Zootropolis where we are. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, so then it's the opposite. So it's Zootropolis. I don't know what this is. This looks like maybe a gum. Oh, gator gum. Is it really? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Zoomania. This is called gator gum, which I'm assuming is Gatorade flavored gum. Have any of you ever tried Gatorade flavored gum? I did not know that was a thing. We're just gonna stick it in the I don't know. I hated the gum, yeah. Okay, I don't know what this is. Because it's not showing us what the label is. But it has like a strawberry and a kiwi on it. I would assume it's a strawberry kiwi, but it's like not a strawberry kiwi Fruitopia. So I don't know. We're gonna put that in I don't know because we literally don't know. I'm gonna put the gator gum in trash just because I'm assuming it's trash. Don't need any part of alligators. Yeah, truly, truly. It would be a bad time. Okay. This is trash, but it was such a cultural moment. The colored ketchup. So, I don't know if you guys, so this is the purple colored ketchup, but they also had green as well. And I don't know if you guys grew up eating Kraft mac and cheese with ketchup on it. It was the funniest thing when you put that on your food. And I think as well, I think my grandma or somebody would put ketchup like in like a certain soup or whatever. I can't remember if it was like a chicken noodle soup or something like that. But then it just looked like baby barf, like floating around in your soup. It was gross. 19 months! Oh my god, Noong Day, hello! Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. We are currently ranking 90s snacks. They're mostly like American-based snacks, but it might be a Snapple potato. That's what, I think that might be, oh, it looks like a drink is a guzzler. We've never heard of that, and honestly, the fact that it's called a guzzler makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that. That just sounds inappropriate to me. Yeah. Yeah. So this is going into trash, but for the meme of it all, it kind of needs to, like, it's godly in the sense of it, like, just being the most hilarious thing that Heinz was doing. Like, why? Why purple ketchup? I don't know, man. This looks like a green high C. How do we feel about that? You know what it is? I think this all came out when, like, the first Shrek movie came out. And so there was like purple ketchup, there was green ketchup. It was so funny. Oh, the green was worse. Yeah, the green looked like baby poop. Oh, for like a Ghostbusters. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? Oh, Grimace. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Slimer on the package. Yeah, did it taste good? Because again, I did not have high C as a child, so I don't know. It's Grimace ketchup. That just makes it even worse, Noong Day. That makes it so much worse. It was okay. Okay, we'll put it in. The high C's can stay together. This is Josta? I've never heard of that. Okay, let's go through the shit that I definitely know. Gushers, fucking godly. Where is this? Fruit by the foot? Absolutely. Let's find, the Spice Girls lollipops, obviously, because then when you also had a Spice Girl lollipop, you also had a sticker, and I had a bookcase that was covered in stickers from these lollipops specifically. 100%. There was an imitation tomorrow. Oh, amazing! Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad your boss is noticing that too. Fucking love fruit. Exactly. Fruit by the foot is incredible. Note you squeeze it. What's a squeeze it? Where? Oh, squeeze it. I don't know which one that is. Ooh, so, dude, I completely forgot about this. When there was like soda flavored gummies, dude, no, that is godly. That was so good. They had like a cherry cola one and like a Coca-Cola flavored. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, that's awesome. That's good for them as well. Like good for the company. Absolutely love Sodalicious. Okay, let's get back to business. We were all hyped up. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Absolutely we were. Okay, let's get back to what has anyone heard of this? Where was the surge? Where was the surge? Sobe drinks as well. I don't know if these are the Sobies or there's like a different one. I also love Sobies as well. I am confused. Bottom left. That's Surge. So where are we putting Surge? I've never had Surge before. I've never had a sweet tooth. Oh, interesting. Yeah. But yeah, where are we putting Surge? I've never heard of Pop-Tarts Crunch. That's interesting. A for Surge? Okay. Because again, I've never had Surge before. So we're going to put that. That's A tier. That's A tier. Oreo O's. Yeah, I feel like those would be pretty good. I feel like those are definitely like an A tier. Oreo O's would be A tier for me if I could consume them. This, again, we don't know what this is. Okay, I don't know what, let's just quick fire. I don't know what this Josta is. I don't know what holes are. I know what holes are, but not these holes. What are these? Hug fruit somethings? Or are these like the little liquid drinks or whatever? Like Mellow Yellow, but I would get a buzz? Possibly. Hi, Kay. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. We're currently ranking 90s childhood snacks. I guess they're just 90s snacks, but I feel like we consume them on childhood. Yeah. Those were just like liquid sugar drinks. I feel like those are, I don't know, those are kind of trash. They didn't really do anything for me. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's like a, I don't know, is this a Big Mac or a Quarter Pounder? It's just a burger. It looks like a pretty good burger. I don't know what, I don't think there's anything weird going on with it, so I'm gonna stick it in godly because it's a burger. So I don't know what's wrong with it, but if it's just a regular old like Burger King burger, then like it's fine. Oh yeah, these like Mickey's Parade? I don't know, what are they? Are they like a lollipop sort of thing? Or I feel like these, I don't know what the candy it is, but I wonder if these are like the Whistle Pops. Do you ever, like, did you ever have those where you had like a lollipop, but then the stick turned into like a slide whistle? We think they are, but these are not. I feel like they, like, there were Sobies, and then I feel like there was another kind of drink that I hadn't heard of before. Sobies. Drinks. Unless they are. Sobe drinks. See, I don't know if those are Sobe. There was like another kind of drink. Let me see if I can find it. So I was like, there's a default limit. Really? Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. Music like soda bottles. Oh wow. I forgot there was a carrot one. There are Orbeez, don't see the one. Yeah. That's so annoying, Noonday. Okay, well, if they're Sobeys, then Sobeys are godly. We fuck with Sobeys. Whistle Pops are solid. Like, the flavors don't necessarily matter. We'll say Mickey Pops are probably solid as well. You found it? Yes, you have seeked. What have you found? Are they Sobeys? Can you confirm? Confirmation of the beverage. Yes, that was... I think Potato found that one, but again, we have no reference for what the Guzzler is. So it's true. Sobeys did also make me feel classy. Absolutely. Again, we feel very uncomfortable with the fact that Guzzler is the name of a drink. So I think, you know what it is? We've never had it. On pure name alone, it's trash. I feel uncomfortable with the fact that it's called a Guzzler. I don't like that. Now, these look like some Ninja Turtle style things. Yeah, I don't... Potato did some witchcraft, obviously. Obviously, witchcraft occurred. This says tongue splashers on it, which makes me feel uncomfortable. So again, going in the trash. SpaghettiOs are excellent. I feel like I lived off, not SpaghettiOs specifically, but like Chef Boyardee was like my jam. And so I'm putting that. This just means all canned pasta varieties. It was gum. It is gum, but the fact that it's called tongue splashers is weird. I don't like it. But yeah, I don't know, Ninja Turtle stands. There's Ninja Turtle cereal, and there's some other kind of Ninja Turtle something. This is another kind of Pepsi that I've never heard of before. This is Pepsi Blue, which I don't think I've ever consumed. Pop-Tarts Crunch sounds amazing, even though I've never had it before. Rice Krispie Treat cereal just seems like Rice Krispies chunked together. What was the drink? Yeah, those are the Sobeys. The coconut white flavor. Yeah, I remember getting that one too, actually. Yeah, I feel like it would be trash because it's like, just give us Rice Krispies. Oh, really? Amazing. They should have had those cheesecake bites. Maybe they were more 2000s. Okay, Sunny D, I feel like I never really messed with. I'm gonna put them in solid because I feel like people really did, like, people were into those. I don't know what, I think Yoo-Hoo's a drink. I don't think I've ever had it before. It's like a chocolate drink. I feel like it's probably not a good chocolate drink, so we're just gonna say that it's trash and you can fight me if you need to. It is beeper gum. I feel like I remember having this. This is excellent. Even though it was gum that lasted all of 2 seconds, the fact that it was in like a fake pager made you feel pretty cool. You felt like pretty corporate. Oh, good. I'm glad I had a proper estimation. Your sibling still lives off a Sunny D? Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, I feel like it's like mid. It's mid. Had a bunch of wrestling on them. Yeah. Amazing. So where would we rank this, Saul? Is this excellent or is it godly? How do we feel about the wrestling ice cream bars? Fruit strings, I don't think I've ever had, but I've had a version of them, and so I'd say that they're pretty solid. Yoo-Hoo, I'm glad the consensus is that Yoo-Hoo is trash because it gives me the vibe. Probably the solid for a Saul connection. That's fine then. We will put it in solid for the wrestling ones. The shark gummies. Yeah, there looks like there's 2 different ones. I don't know why. But this is also giving me, like, I don't know, just fruit gummies in general, regardless of, like, who the character is excellent all around. God tier would be the Scooby-Doo gummy treats, though. Those ones were legit. You contributed! Yeah, of course! Of course you did! It's all good. Again, these are mostly American, and I've not heard of many of them. So, Baby Bottle Pops are pretty solid, even though they're kind of silly. They're very gimmicky, but that's okay. I would say they're pretty solid. We're getting curious fruit. Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds nice. Yeah, I wonder if we need to do a, oops. I wonder if we need to also do a 2000s snack tier list just to see how much of a difference there are. Snackwells, yeah, this kind of, I think we had a version of them that were like wagon wheels. They're like a flaky pastry with like cream in the middle, right? The other day, I wouldn't, probably. Were we? I don't know if I remember that. I will not confirm or deny. I plead the fifth. Okay, squeeze. I don't know what any of these are. These look like string time? I don't know. Was it? Well, nice to know you're dreaming about me, even if it's, you know, to be slanderous to America. That Sprite was excellent. Okay, Sprite remix, amazing. We'll put that in excellent then. Perfect. We have Ninja Turtle stuff, some Pepsi I've never heard of, Pepsi Blue. Oh, really? Okay, I'm glad you know what they are. What is it? What kind of drink is it? What does it taste like? Is it like a cola flavored? Feel free, yeah, these are the things that we've never heard of before. So if you can attest to where you would put them on the tier list, please let me know. It's cola with water. Okay, interesting. Oh my word, why am I tired, guys? Okay. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more. Nuh-uh, not at all. If anything, I'm just having so much fun and it is, you know, tiring myself out because I don't know. I don't have the stamina for this many shenanigans. Maybe? I don't know. Snackwells are solid. Okay. Squeeze-Its are excellent. Okay, what is a Squeeze-It? Is it another beverage situation? What is a Squeeze-It? Do explain. I know what a Cheez-It is, but not about a Squeeze-It. Dream about Squeeze-Its? Yeah? Interesting. I feel like... I don't know what this is. This is called, like, Wonder Ball? Is it like a Wonder Bread thing? What's a Wonder Ball? I am confused. Like Kool-Aid, but in a plastic bottle. Oh, okay. Is that Mondo Cooler? Probably. I'm not sure. It's too small of an image for us to perceive. People need to get better at labeling their snack options. I can't tell what it is. Yeah. Ew. Blech. They're good too? Okay, we'll put them in solid then. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming the cereal, the Ninja Turtle cereal is probably solid. I assume so. Okay, no. Oh, wow. Jeez. Smarten up, Tasha. I assume Pop-Tart Crunch would be excellent. Like, that feels like it would be a solid thing. And then I don't know what Ninja Turtles thing this is. I don't know if it's gum or whatever, but we'll just, I don't know. Let's put this in, I don't know. Pepsi Blue, I don't know, probably trash. We don't know what these shark bites are. These are gummy twists. I'm sure they're probably solid. Let's just put these in, I don't know. Okay. So our godly S tier is Cosmic Brownies, Dunkaroos, French Toast Crunch, Gushers Fruit by the Foot, the Spice Girls lollipops that came with a sticker, So Delicious, which I forgot about and now I wish I still had, burgers because burgers, and then Sobeys because duh. We don't need to go over the rest of them. It's fine. Okay, shall we see if there is a difference? You put, okay, we'll move Push Pups up to God tier for patats. Amazing. Excellent idea. I concur. And then it makes everything all nice and neat. I'll allow it. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very American thing, but it's fine. Now let's see if there's 2000 snacks and see if they're any different. 2000s snacks. There we go. Okay. 2000s childhood snacks. Let's go. Let's see how this one is. This is actually a pretty short one. This is pretty short. We could probably... Okay. Again, similar. See, these are the little, yeah, Little Debbie's Cosmic Brownies. Again, S tier. Roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups are good. Not as good as Fruit by the Foot. We'll put a fruit roll-up in an A tier. Fruit roll-up, obviously. Some of these are the same. Some of these are the same. Scooby snacks, like I said, up here. 100%. Go-Gurt was okay. It's like yogurt in a tube. It's fine. You get the healthy alternative fruit. Really? Yeah, all of these are S tier. I was putting 2000. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Bagel Bites are okay. They're kind of mid, though. They're kind of mid. Go-Gurt is good frozen. Can confirm. That is true. It's better when it's frozen. Actually, it's B if it's frozen. But yeah, these ones are pretty good, except again, they never cook like evenly, but I guess, you know, you're not trying to make it happen. Pop-Tarts I also think are probably B, because again, it depends on the Pop-Tarts. Yeah, exactly. Bagel Bites are hit or miss depending on the situation. I don't know what Grips are, but it looks like they're just like mini snack pack versions of like Cheez-Its and stuff. Danimals I feel like are gross. I feel like they kind of had like a bit of a chew to them. I wasn't a fan. Pete's Lunchables are God tier. Pete's Lunchables God tier. Absolutely. Exactly. See, I was never a big pudding person, which I know in the UK just means dessert. But like liquid pudding, it made me gag. I was never a pudding cup girly. I found them really gross. Gushers, S tier. I also realize now in retrospect that if I hadn't known what those were and had childhood nostalgia attached to them, I would think that was a really gross name, but it's fine. You had homemade pudding. Oh, interesting. Yes. Yeah. Those were God tier. The Ritz cheese. Oh yeah, these ones were not, they were okay. I feel like the cheese was good. I feel like the stick it could have been rounded. I feel like that was a bad marketing situation. We're gonna put that in B. This, I don't know what this is. These are circus animals, which I've never heard of before. These are sandwich creams, which sound really good. You bought a kid's cuisine the other day? Oh my goodness. Fruit Loops cereal straws. Oh my god, I forgot about these. Did you guys ever have these? They were basically, Fruit Loops was going, you know, the Save the Turtles route long before the craze. And they made straws made out of their Fruit Loop cereal, and then you would drink milk in it, and then you would eat the straw afterwards. Genius. A. Which Lunchables are these? Oh, these are like just like the cheese and crackers. That's fine. That's mid. No. It was the you didn't care about those ones. I don't know what this one is though. But it seems better than whatever this one was. Yeah. Those probably would be very tasty. These are Smucker's Uncrustables, which I've never had before. If it's nachos, then it's fucking A tier. I don't know, but I'm assuming we're gonna operate on the assumption that it is nachos, therefore A tier. Again, grips I've never heard of, but it's like a small version of some of your faves, which seems like a good idea. Uncrustables are delicious, amazing, A tier. I assume these like Oreo something. They almost look like Oreo kind of cakes, which seems like that would be a good time. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Grips vaguely, yeah. I feel like these sandwich creams probably also are pretty good. Kids Cuisine, I feel like probably B. I feel like it's better than these ones. Are they double stuff? I don't know. Maybe. If they are, then they probably should still stay where they are. You also think, oh, really? You send them to circus animals? Definitely B. Okay, perfect. And then I don't know what this is. I guess it's like multicolored flavored yogurt. I don't know. That feels fine. I feel like circus animals, if these are just like animal crackers are pretty good. And then this is, didn't we already establish that these Kool-Aid thingies were, okay, we'll drop that down to C. It's fine. Trix yogurt. Oh, interesting. Oh, they're icing covered animal crackers. Well then, yeah, I think they deserve to be an A. That feels like even better. And then didn't we determine that these were already A? I think we did. They're not the Kool-Aid jams, but the other Kool-Aids. Yeah, I don't think so. I've never experienced those. Dude, same. That just seems like the most logical way to eat them. Same way with gummy bears. You eat the head off of the gummy bear. Absolutely. If you are consuming food that is shaped like an animal and it has a face on it, it feels like you have to bite the head off to put it out of its misery faster. That just feels like the order of operations. You know what I mean? You don't want to like bite its foot off and then like make him notice that he doesn't have a foot anymore. I feel like biting the head off of it is like the most humane way to eat an animal cracker, to be quite honest. My stab the butt of the cat picture. Really? That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, Snipin', thank you so much. It shouldn't change the stream schedule because it's quite ad hoc. So I think what'll end up happening is it might just be that every once in a while there might be a canceled stream or a stream that gets moved like forward or backwards. But again, like I said, it's so sort of like sporadic that it won't probably impact anything, I don't think. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Yeah, I don't want your success to impact 100%. Yes, no, thank you. Yeah, I did. I got the phone call yesterday. Yeah, yesterday afternoon that they're interested in having me do ad hoc front desk work for them. So yeah, it's exciting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, so hopefully, yeah, exactly. My success shouldn't negatively impact your enjoyment of the shenanigans that are afoot, you know? Oh my god, that would be amazing. I didn't want to ask. But could you imagine? That would be great. Oh, Potato, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you. Yeah, so it's doing like front desk work at the chiropractor office that I go to. So it'll be like reception stuff and like booking in clients and like letting them know, letting the practitioners know that people are there for their appointments and stuff like that. Every day, yeah. Well, I am a bit concerned that like if my posture is like not good, they're gonna be like, you gotta work on your posture. So I'm gonna like try really hard to have like really good posture. Yes, yeah. They liked my little jokey arm flailing. They must have. Yeah, they must have done. So funny. What snack would you eat if you saw it on the shelf? Fano-Cats, Solios, Big Patats, and Galloway Haze. Probably Big Patats, because it sounds like potato. And, you know, I love me potatoes. All day, day. Oh, let's do some stretching. Thank you for that. To be fair, yeah, Galloway haze sound fun. They all sound pretty fun. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that the food were anthropomorphic and that you would be upset if you were not consumed. That feels counterintuitive. Wouldn't you, once you gained sentience, you would, like, want to not get eaten? You know what I mean? I could have just said all of them. You're right. I could have done. I was too busy being decisive. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't, yeah. Aw, Potato, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oops. Okay. So I think, yes, this is our tier list. We got Cosmic Brownies, Fruit by the Foot, Scooby Snacks, Pizza Lunchables, and Gushers. So I think that's pretty good. Let's just see. I think there was another one. Let's just see if we've, if there's any better ones on here. If not, oh, thank you. Yeah, I am excited too. I think, like, it'll be nice, a nice way to, like, ease myself. Wow, there's a lot more in here. Interesting. Some of these we've already discussed. So we will put those in the logical formation, but there are some other ones on here that I think are worth discussing. The Fruit Loop straws are on here twice though. But yeah. Okay. So again, Fruit by the Foot. What are these? Those are actual Scooby biscuit snacks, which I've never had before. We didn't do 80s snacks. We can though, but I will have, like, no input into them. But absolutely, we can do that afterwards. We shall. Cereal straws, we put in B. I think sprinkles we put in B because we were like, cool. I gotta go now. Yeah, no problem, Masha. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for the congrats. I appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Scooby Snacks, S tier. Go-Gurt is good if it's frozen. Gushers, S tier. What else? Lil Debbie's, S tier. I like this because we're gonna get, like, popsicles and stuff. Roll-ups are A. Uncrustables, we decided, I think we're A. Yoo-hoo is trash. This was A, I think? The Kool-Aid, or was it B? I can't remember. Yeah, they doubled up on some of these, so it's not as many as we thought. Obviously, Scooby Snacks are double A tier then. These we decided are, like, meh. Dunkaroos. See, they combined the vanilla and the chocolate, and because they did, that needs to go in A tier. Because it would be S tier, but... Oh yeah, Big League 2 is legit. Nilla, yeah, I feel like Nilla wafers, I've never had them, but I feel like they would be solid. Or these, because are they meant to, like, kind of mimic, like, chewing tobacco or something? Here, we can stick that in a B. That's true. These ones are like Oreo. Are they double stuffed? Because there's Oreo and then there's, like, the blonde Oreo as well. So do we think both of those, like the blonde ones and the chocolate ones, are S tier? We'll stick it in A, just because, again, I don't know if the vanilla then brings it down. Vanillas are solid, but also ageless. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're still... Okay, so we're just going to put all the Oreos in the S tier? We can do that. We can do that. All the Oreos in the S tier for K. What else was it? Now in banana pudding. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay, so Sunny D, I think we decided was B. It was, like, fine. Yeah, veggie straws are going with them as well. Let's get back to... These, oh yeah, Bagel Bites we decided are B because, again, they could go either way. There's some popsicles. Yeah, they are good. They are good. Hey, you say Sario? Why? See, why is that one my favorite so far? Again, it would be the dumbest one that made me the happiest, Saul. What do you do when you eat all the Oreos? You say Sario. Yeah, apparently Automa doesn't like the term lick. Interesting, interesting. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, there's like different popsicles on here. Grips we decided was like fine. What are these? Oh, pretzel sticks? To be fair, I really fucked with pretzel sticks. My favorite version of pretzels were the sticks. And I used to like stick them in between my teeth and then pull and like scrape all the salt chunks off. And I quite enjoyed that. So for that reason alone, they're gonna go in A tier because little Tasha thoroughly enjoyed a rainbow stick. Rainbow popsicles? Yeah, these ones. Yeah, what's a kudo? I've never heard of a kudo. Salt chunks, yeah. Is that not the correct term? The chunky salt on the pretzel sticks. But yeah. I had like M&M or something. Okay. Oh, interesting. That sounds really good, actually. We'll put that in A tier because that sounds pretty good. I don't know why we're getting an advertisement for achy feet, but that's fine. Oh, I guess you guys can't see it. Perfect. That's fine. Candy with crunch a bit. Perfect. We love a good crunchy situation. Kudos are for moms, I thought. Amazing. The third thing, that's in that tube. Yeah, no, this. Okay. You know, these things we decided were trash. They were just like liquid, or I guess they were fine. We'll put them in trash just for whatever. Scooby snacks of the Scooby snack variety, I assume they're A tier. This is a different one, Probacus. We done the 90s one. Now we're doing a second 2000s one just because they have things that were missed. They're pure sugar. They're pure sugar. Yeah, my brother used to love these. Yeah. Haha. To be fair, I think aren't dibs, they're like chocolate covered balls of ice cream, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, and if I am correct, then those are S tier because they're like little chocolate ice cream bites. But yeah, no, we'll put these in trash, but again, my brother really fucked with these. These Yogos, I feel like I vaguely remember them. Were they like, I think they were like a yogurt covered gummy, and I feel like they were quite tasty. If I remember correctly, I feel like I was aware of these. I think they were good. I think we're gonna put them at least in B. Those, I can't tell what they are. Oh, I think they're like, were they like powder or they were kind of like a Nerds? No Yogo. Yeah. No, I feel like I did. Let me look it up. I feel like I did have a Yogo. Yogos. Yeah, yogurt covered fruity dots. I definitely did. I definitely did. Yeah. That's awesome. Yogurt covered fruit flavored snack. Or maybe they were like a fruit flavored cereal instead of a gummy. Oh no, fruit flavored chewy candy. Yeah, they absolutely were. Go check it out. You Yogo girl. I feel like my rats had treats that resembled Yogo. Probably. But yeah, I think these were like sort of like a Nerds knockoff. Okay, we decided that Kid Cuisine was B, right? What else? This looks, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Dibs are gonna be S tier because I'm pretty sure, I think, yes. These, High C was fine. The one say premium. Yes. Yeah, the premium plus ones. Those were the premium plus cheese and breadsticks. Those were god tier. I remember that being discussed. No, Nunda's like, what's going on? Yeah, novelty American foods. Honestly though, the popsicles, okay, no, these are going in S tier, even for the, like, not for the flavor, but for the nightmare fuel, where you would get a cartoon character ice cream, and the eyes would be like gummies, and they always looked like a sad, half-melted, smushed version of your favorite character. So funny. They were just endlessly amusing. These were like Oreo Thins. Yeah. They were just misplaced. These were okay. These were like Push Pops, but they were made out of fruit juice. They were like Minute Maid fruit pops. The only thing was I'm pretty sure I remember the sides of these kind of scratching your mouth, and for that they go into B tier. They're not trash. I guess we know what all these are, maybe. I don't know what this is. Pizza Treatza. Lunchables Pizza Treatza. Is that like dessert pizza? I don't know what this is. This is very dark and we cannot see it. Right, yeah. This looks like Oreo yogurt, which is interesting. This I didn't even know existed. The Oreo version of like the premium, like the breadsticks and cheese. I feel like that would be really good. I've never seen it before, but I feel like that would be S tier. Oreo cookies with like the cream dip. Yeah, they're pretty solid. I think we can put them in B. Or no, that's the yogurt. We'll put these guys. These are B. I don't know what this is, but it looks like SpongeBob is on it. It looks like maybe it's like a chocolate with like a toy inside, but like not a Kinder Surprise. I feel like these were trash if it's what I think they are. These were like the gummy burgers. I think like the Krabby Patty gummies. I feel like these are A tier. Because I used to like separating them. Oh, this is Wonder Ball? Oh, so that's what a Wonder Ball is? So was Wonder Ball chocolate? I was assuming it was like Wonder Bread, but like in ball form. I don't know why that would be appealing, but I thought maybe that's what it was. These popsicles are good. Yeah, we'll put these in A tier. This is Oreo yogurt. I assume it's probably fine. It's chocolate with candy inside. Oh, play Wonder Ball. Yeah, that's like a, yeah. Like a lottery thing too, isn't it? Oh, okay, did we put these in A or B tier? I think we'll put it in B tier. Right, yes. I know that Kinder Surprises were not allowed in North America. Cheetos, I don't know, fine. Pinball Wizard. Oh, you mean like what is it, like the Windows 98 pinball game? Loved that, I loved it. What are we banning? Oh, the Kinder Surprise? Yeah. I'm not sure. I cannot tell. But they're curly ones. They're like curly Cheetos, like spiral Cheetos. Yeah, they're like spiral Cheetos. They look BBQ flavored? Okay. I've never been called a Kinder Egg before. Yeah, I don't know what these are either. This also looks like it got a SpongeBob on it. SpongeBob had a chokehold on us, didn't they? And these are like treats of pizzas, so I assume they're like dessert pizzas. Let's just put these in here. And again, I don't know what this is. But SpongeBob is on it. I don't know. Trash, because I can't tell. No. Well, if it's SpongeBob mac and cheese, then that goes in A tier, because it's mac and cheese. It's true. SpongeBob is pretty great. Yeah. Enhance. Yeah. You are correct, Saul. Yeah, they are Kinder Surprise. But I guess because they're an egg shape, we just called them Kinder Eggs. Yeah, to be fair, they don't really see anything, so the interpretation is okay. I'm having a hard time even on my screen reading them, so I can't even imagine if you're reading them on a phone. I've learned, actually, it's interesting you bring that up, Saul, because I learned a new word the other day, on Sunday, called an egg corn. And so I was talking to my friend about what a potluck was, because again, we found out that potlucks aren't a thing in the UK. And then in learning what a potluck was, I learned what the word eggcorn is. So let me show you what this was. I thought it was very interesting. So I learned a new word, and I feel like there's a lot of uses for this. And I feel like it reminds me of what you just said, how we now all call them Kinder Eggs instead of Kinder Surprise. So an eggcorn is an alteration of a phrase through the mishearing or the reinterpretation of one or more of its elements, creating a new phrase having a different meaning from the original, but it still makes sense and is plausible when used in the same context. So eggcorns often arise as people attempt to make sense of a stock phrase that uses an unfamiliar term to them. For example, people replacing Alzheimer's disease with old-timers disease. So yeah, that's what an eggcorn is. Yeah, bone apple tea. Exactly. 100%. Yeah, that would be an example of an eggcorn. But yeah, so I thought that was a really cool new term that I used, and I wanted to pass that on to you. But yes, here's the final. So we have Fruit by the Foot, Scooby-Doo gummies, Gushers, Cosmic Lil Debbie brownies, Oreos, Dibs, the premium cheese and biscuit or cheese and breadsticks, character ice creams, and then these Oreo snack dips that look amazing. Fromage, yeah. So let's see. Again, I might not have any input in this, but let's look up 80s snacks, just because we'll see. 80s music, animes from the 80s, 80s Japanese heavy metal bands. I guess, you know, you guys in the 80s had shit snacks, and so nobody decided to make a tier list about it. That's a shame. That's a shame. Let's maybe look 80s food. Maybe that'll arrive something. You'll have to go in there and make one, Kay. You'll have to go and make a 80s snack tier list, because apparently it doesn't exist. Saturday morning cartoons from the 80s and 90s. 80s music. Best movies of the 80s. 80s and 90s heartthrobs. No snacks. Unfortunately. No 80s snacks. What a shame. Someone's gonna have to make that tier list for us, because it don't exist. It don't exist. What are some classic 80s snacks that would need to be included on that list? Speaking of snacks, I think it's about time that I have a snack, to be honest. I was too young for snacks in the 80s. Yeah, fair enough. Aw, Galloway, no. Gutter icicles. To be fair, maybe not gutter icicles, but did you guys ever have, like, growing up, we had, like a shed, in our backyard. And so the roof of the shed would sometimes get these really, really long icicles. And so sometimes you would, like, break them off, and then it would be like you would have an ice popsicle. Do we mark these up? This one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah. No, just consume plastic from, yeah, truly. Hey man, I'm sure I might have been doing the exact same thing as well, but it didn't, I was much more naive. It felt like a time where we weren't aware of how much potential for contamination there would be. All right, so I do need to, I don't know where this is. we'll do this, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe. I do think the last few of these are meant to go here, but I'm not sure. So we're going to park this and then fill it in. Definitely had some gutter icicles back in the day, a more innocent time. Yeah. I guess that would be similar snacks to the 90s. Like, there would be sort of similar ones that had transcended, like, that time period, but maybe got more popular, like, in the 90s, but were around in the 80s. You know what I mean? All right. I did say, speaking of snacks, Tasha needs to have her Nature Valley granola bar. This is a Tasha Top snack. Can't you buy like a massive box of cheese balls at like Trader Joe's or something? Like a massive one? Right, maybe that's what it was. Maybe the 80s was like kind of just before they realized they could market things to children. They hadn't quite tapped into that resource in as many areas. So they were like, oh, we'll, you know, parents will just make food for their kids. And they realized that there was an untapped potential to market sugary snacks to children. We got them from Walmart. Really? Yeah, exactly right. You start eating them and it's such a good idea. And then when you try to finish them so they don't go stale, you're like, I'm sick of it. Big Barrel. Really? Wow. I feel like they would get stale after a while. Because I could only assume that that container isn't like super airtight. Except for Mrs. Baird's pie. Ooh. That's nice. I haven't had a cinnamon roll in ages. Man, that'd be so good. I'd love a cinnamon roll. This is annoying. Did I not go down far enough? They get oily after. Yeah, they wouldn't get crunchy. That's what I feel. I feel like they would just kind of... Yeah, that would be uncomfortable. I do think somewhere around on this section I did mess up some stitches. So now I'm just trying to like reorient myself of how this is now gonna go. Yes, this was meant to be much further. Okay, I think I know. I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay. Yeah, I think I missed some stitches, so now like some things don't go up as far as... So I think in order to fix that, this needs to be only one level or 2 levels as opposed to 3, I think. And then this needs to be... I do bring it all the way down. Sorry, I'm just scheming because I made an error and I'm trying to figure out like how bad it's gonna look if I extend this down but not this. I think it'll be okay if we do extend it down. But this, yeah, and then we can keep that. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna commit to. Okay. Oh, thank you, Potato. Yeah, we're almost done the like first kind of third, I think, of the page. Like the entire top half of the castle is almost done. This is the last page for that, which is really exciting because I feel like that's a big milestone when you can finish like an entire sort of horizontal section of a piece. But we still have a little ways to go. Where are we at right now? 62.4%. But again, we've made so much progress, so I'm excited. But we still gotta put them hours in. We've not been, I've been distracted by diamond dots. I've been too busy diamond painting. I've been neglecting this one. But hopefully we can put some good hours into it. I do probably have to do some off-stream work on this. But we'll see. We'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Truly, we need to stop messing around, stop fucking about, and get her done. We're trying our best, trying our damnedest. But yeah, luckily, I do think that this will be an okay transition. So I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, so we are gonna do... Oops. That's the two there. And then I just want to make sure that we've got to the point I need to with this, because there's no point in me cutting my thread before I do these two, because it's all within one sort of area. It would look a little bit silly. So I think what I'll do is I'll half stitch up this section and then we will go from there. But yes, so unfortunately this is the only stream for the week, because like I said, I am jetting off to a wedding. I was gonna say this weekend, but the wedding's on Friday in Greece. So we're flying out on the Thursday, and then obviously I'll be in Greece on the Friday, which are the two stream days. So we'll be back next Tuesday. So it'll be this stream, and then it'll be a week from today that we'll be back. But yeah, but it's been a fun stream so far. I feel like we've gotten, again, we always match that balance between calm and chaotic. I think we're doing all right still. We've not fully crossed the threshold into full chaos. It's been a little bit more muted today, which is all right. Yeah, I've never been either, so I'm looking forward to it, though it is meant to be like, 31 degrees Celsius the entire time. And I spent the last week here melting over that temperature. It finally dropped to a decent one here today. So I'm expected to be a little bit warm, but I think it'll be really nice. Though it'll be a little bit sad because we're going to Rhodes, and a big old chunk of Rhodes, was caught on fire, was set on fire by arsonists. And so that destroyed a bunch of the forest there. Thankfully, the area where my friends are getting married is on the northeast part of Rhodes, which is an island. And so they weren't impacted by the forest followed by the flooding in the area. But I think it'll still be interesting flying into it what we'll sort of be able to see from overhead. But yeah, so it'll be interesting, but I'm excited. I am excited. I don't know, weddings are fun. It's fun going to weddings. It's fun having an excuse to dress up, dance, you know. I enjoy it. I do. I enjoy being a guest at a wedding. I think it's fun. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th will be this guy. Perfect. But yeah, no, it'll be good. It's interesting. Even though this destination wedding is farther away than the one we went to in Ireland, I'm like so much more chill about this one. Like I feel like the Irish one, I had started packing so much earlier, and again I was like freaking out about like my hair and makeup and didn't know what was going on and all this kind of stuff. And I think probably because I had never been to like a destination wedding before, it was like there was a lot of sort of unknowns, and we had to drive there, didn't know what to expect. I feel a lot more like chill about this one. I think because we had like I've done it now. Like I've not obviously been to the specific place, but like we've done packing and traveling for a destination wedding before, so I'm feeling much more chill about it. And not nearly like as worried about like how I'm gonna look and what I'm gonna bring, which is nice. It's a nice feeling to just be like, yeah, whatever, we'll figure it out. I'm just going through the same motions. And again, too, like it was nice because I could transfer kind of my packing list, just had to extend it by a couple of days. And so the foundations kind of were already set, which then made it a lot easier to then be like, okay, this is the game plan for this time around. Though it'll be interesting because last time we just had like cabin luggage. This time we're bringing a check bag. So all the fingers and toes crossed, our check bag comes with us to Greece, or else we're gonna have to make emergency wedding clothing shop in like duty free, which again though, if it happens we'll figure it out, but I'm hoping that everything will be smooth. Again, it'll be smooth sailing, we'll get there, it'll be amazing, it'll be no worries, no stress, no problems. But yeah, so it's good. I feel like sometimes like I get in my head about like I'm being super chill about something. I'm like, shit, am I missing something? You know what I mean? Like, do you ever have that? It's like, I don't know if it's like an anxious thing where it's like, because I'm not anxious about this, I'm like anxious about the fact that I'm not anxious. Sometimes I get like that, but again, for this one, I'm not. I'm kind of like, oh, I'm chill about this. That's nice. It's nice to be chill about things every once in a while. I think I'm going to put that there just so that I can finish off these two here, and then we can cross this guy off, and then we don't have to worry about him anymore. Yeah, right? Absolutely. I'm glad I'm not the only one. You're like, I'm being surprisingly chill about this. What's going on? Why? Am I forgetting something? But no, thankfully. I think I'm just in a good space, which is nice. Perfect. So that guy is now sorted. So we can pop that here, put this away, because it's long enough that we can probably get more stitches into it later down the line if we need to, which I do think we do. All right, now we can finish off this bit. We're gonna try to focus, get her done. There's some other bits over here we need to fill with this color too. We're slowly moving the needle on this page. So after this, there's like, we have to sort of finish filling out this section. There's a little section sort of here, but I'm trying to sort of like bring the working area down. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, no problem, Potato. I appreciate your lurky lurks. Thank you so much for stopping by for any little bit that you're able to. I appreciate you. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Whoops. I didn't actually can swap threads now too, because I didn't need to do that. Ah, and I also completely jumped the gun with that one. We went over 2 squares when we only were supposed to go over 1. It happens. Alright. Lunchtime! Oh, amazing. What's for lunch, Cat? Speaking of food, I should have another bite of granola bar. Hot pocket apple, some string cheese. No, I love it. I think that's an excellent lunch. I've not had a hot pocket in such a long time. I can't remember what it was. When Liam's like away for a weekend, I'll like buy a bunch of random like TV dinner gluten-free things to try. And they had these like frozen mini calzones. They're so good. They were kind of like the equivalent of like a Hot Pocket in a way. Thoroughly enjoyed. And also, like, string cheese. I wouldn't knock string cheese. I went through a phase, though. It's so funny, actually. Because there is video evidence of this. So, I have this weird thing where, like, I'm better about it now, but I went through a phase where I really wasn't, like, I didn't want to have food residue on my fingers, because I had this fear that, like, because my eyes get quite itchy, that I was gonna, like, touch food and then rub my eyes and, like, get food particles or whatever in my eyes. And I didn't like having that kind of stuff. So there was, like, a good chunk of time where I didn't peel, like, I did not string my string cheese. I would open the string cheese and just bite it like a banana. And so there was like my 8th grade graduation, because we went to like elementary school, and then we graduated from like elementary school in the 8th grade. And at our graduation, they had this like video where they filmed like different kind of days in the life of our like 8th grade. And so I think they filmed a lunchtime. And so I was sitting on my desk eating my string cheese like a banana, and they caught that on video. Because I went through a phase where I just didn't peel them. I didn't play with my food like the string cheese wants you to. Just by do. Yeah, exactly, right? Sometimes you're like, I don't want to mess around. Though I do find, though, like, for whatever reason, tiny string versions of the food taste better. It's like how shredded cheese always tastes better than the actual block of cheese, for whatever reason. Because I used to really love, like, you know how, I think they were a Twizzler brand thing, but it was a licorice, like a licorice whip or whatever, but you could peel it. And I used to love those so much. So I would never want just like the regular licorice stick. There was like a licorice peeling thing that you could do. And then it would like, I think there was like a bunch, it was like a cluster of those. And then you would peel the individual little ones. And those always, it tasted better when you peeled them. Exactly, that's when I would have them too. Something about the peeled version of that was superior to just biting that. Something about like the tiny stringy version of the food tastes superior for whatever reason. Yeah, pull and peel, that's what they were called. Yes, I loved those. I thought they were so good. Pull and peels. Those are my favorite. I've not had licorice in a long time. Licorice is one of those things that they'll use wheat or gluten to bind it into rope form. So a lot of licorice isn't gluten-free. It's really hard to like find gluten-free licorice. But yeah, like the live wires too. I used to love, like, you know, the ones where it would be like a white coating and then it would have like the colored gummy coating around it, like the chewy thing or whatever. I used to love those. Turns out the white core full of gluten. So it's really annoying. So yeah, I find, I miss every once in a while. And I even think too, I think I found gluten-free licorice, but it's not as soft. It doesn't have the same chew. But yeah, I've not had licorice in such a long time. Oh, is that what you call them? I think we called them live wires because they kind of looked like an electrical wire that was like coated in a tube sort of thing. I don't know. Let me check. Let me check if we're talking about the same thing. We probably are. Let me see. No, I don't think so. These kind of look like a Tootsie Pop. This is like a caramel version. That actually looks really cool. Yeah, they are a different thing, but I like them. They're like a caramel with a creamy center. That actually looks really good. Is it nice or is it like... It probably sticks to your teeth, but it's probably really good. Live Wires candy. So I'm talking about these things. It wasn't always like this, but like this is the idea where it was like a white center and then it would have like a color, like gummy flavor. Yeah, like this. So these ones, I used to really like those. And again, similar thing where I liked to bite the like colored bit around it and then just kind of leave the white bit and then eat that separately. That was a fun thing too, like foods that had like different sections to them, like similar to an Oreo. That's why I think the gummy Krabby Patties were so fun too, because you could like disassemble it to eat it. Similar with like a Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Like, you know, when sometimes you would like just kind of eat the chocolate coating shell around the ice cream and then eat the ice cream. They used to do like a Haagen-Dazs caramel that I was obsessed with as a kid. It was like a crunchy caramel one. So it had this like, okay, Sweet Tart Roops are similar. So they had this like Haagen-Dazs, and so it was like a chocolate ice cream, but it had 2 ribbons of toffee in it, and then it was coated with like a toffee crunchy chocolate. So I used to expertly excavate. So I would like first clean off all of the chocolate toffee crunch. Then I would eat the two sides of the ice cream bar that didn't have the toffee ribbons to then get to the toffee ribbon and then eat the toffee ribbon portion of the ice cream. I like expertly broke apart the components of the food. But yeah, I like food that it has like disassembly options like that. Self-induced self-assembly. Yeah, right? You know. Yeah, it's a fun time. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that would be an enjoyable experience. Absolutely. To like roll out the Swiss roll. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the way people like, you know, do the twist of an Oreo and how they eat those. That's another one. I'm trying to think if there's any other foods that like you sort of, it's usually like candy and sweets like that have a disassembly comportion. Actually, you know what my friend would do? He would do that with carrots. So I don't know if you ever noticed when you like cut the end off of a carrot, especially like a mature carrot, it almost has like an inner core. They're like two different kind of colors. They're sort of like the orange, like the bright orange around it, and there's sort of like an inner core that's a slightly darker orange. He used to do it with carrots where he would eat the sort of soft, like I guess maybe the harder outer kind of like outer piece of the carrot, and then would save the inner core that in his mind he said it was sweeter, and then he would eat the core afterwards. So that's another one. I've never done it before. I've never tried it, but I do see the distinct like inner core of a carrot. So yeah, he used to eat around that inner core and then eat the core afterwards as like the last piece. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of carrots either. I feel like they were always like when we were at daycare and like we would have veggies and dip, I feel like I really was like anti-carrot. Or at least like that was like, I don't know, like C tier on my veggie list. Spoopy Skellingtons, hello. How are you today? I hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. I hope your weekend was well. We've been discussing childhood snacks kind of unintentionally for most of the stream. If we had veggies and dip, yes. 100%. The dip, yes. The veggies were purely the dip scooper. And now, see, the thing too that's also something I noticed here in the UK is they're not really big on like ranch dressing. So at daycare you used to get your veggies and they would ask if you would like Caesar dip or ranch dip. And it wasn't like it was a dip. It was just they just dolloped like salad dressing on the napkin for you to then dip your veggies in. And I was really big on ranch. But yeah, ranch isn't so much a thing here. And then even the idea of like dipping your veggies and stuff. I think aside from hummus. I think like hummus is a big thing here. I don't know if it always was, but it definitely is now. Where I'm like, nah, dude, we weren't dipping our veggies in hummus as like children. You had one salad dressing or the other. You were either Team Caesar or you were Team Ranch. You don't have ranch as a dip in a restaurant. Yeah. That's so funny. That's like a necessity. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, you gotta have ranch with your like crudité. Go and get your little like spears of carrots and celery and cucumber, and you dip that in ranch sauce. Oh, amazing! Lemon lime hot Cheetos. I've never heard of a lemon lime flavored hot Cheeto. That's so good. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Thank you. Yeah, the piece is by the artist Stitchy Nova. It's actually a free design. If you go onto their Instagram page, you can pull up like all of the free cross stitches that they've done, and this is one of them. But yeah, I'm really liking, I love the color palette too, because it's very autumn. I love a good autumnal color palette, so I love the colors in this piece. But yeah, I don't even know. I've just known of like, I guess the flaming hot Cheeto is like the only kind of hot Cheeto I'm aware of. And then just kind of like a regular Cheeto. So I didn't know there was like a plethora of different flavors. I like that though. I feel like that would be really nice. Oops. Not been filling these in. We're almost done this little chunk, and then we have a few up here. I think I probably have enough floss to fill in all the bits that I need to. Let's hope we win this game of floss chicken. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the castle that I'm stitching. Yeah. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Yeah, so the finished product, obviously this is like on the stitching app, so obviously you can see the grid on it. But yeah, we're currently stitching like this section of it, and then once we're done, we'll basically be finished this entire chunk of the castle. But yeah, then we have the other half of it essentially. But yeah, so no, it's been going well. It's the only cross stitch pattern I've been able to find of the castle in Howl's Moving Castle, but it's a massive project. I think because the castle itself is just so detailed, so it's tiny stitches, big piece of art, big cross stitch piece. So it's definitely taking a long time, but I'm gonna be really happy with the end progress, I think. But yeah, we're in the like 60% range of completion according to my stitching tracker. Which is good, because that means we're finally over the 50% mark, but I think we've been hovering around the 60% range for a little bit now. So it's progress, but slow-moving progress. Stretch done, and I just gotta figure out where these next pieces need to be. Okay, just make sure there's no half stitches that I've accidentally left. I don't think so. Okay, I ran the risk of it earlier, but luckily I caught them before it became a problem, which is nice. Okay, so now we have these guys over here. So we have a couple sections like in this quadrant that need to be filled in. So we'll do that. And actually up here. So hopefully, again, like I said, we have enough floss to do that on this strand. Probably should stay. It's one of those things that I need to do like eye check because I don't think I'm looking very far away. And every once in a while, isn't there a thing that you're meant to like every like half hour or something? You're supposed to like stare. Every 20 minutes, you're supposed to stare at something like far away for like 20 seconds. Because I can feel my eyes like being a little bit, I say they're going square, but usually I say that when they're staring at a screen. My parents used to say that. So my brother, obviously, we grew up in the 90s, 2000s, so we had Game Boy Colors, and then my brother had a Game Boy Advance at one point, and so he used to spend so much time on there, and so then my mom would say to us, oh, your eyeballs are turning square. So yeah, we'd say we have square eyeballs because we've been staring at like a square screen for hours. But I've not been staring at the screen so much as I've been staring at. You look away from your screen for 20 seconds at something 20 feet away. Well, unfortunately, there's a wall in the way of whatever is 20 feet away. But I can stare into the kitchen. I can stare at Shadow's harness, but I don't know if it's been 20 seconds. Probably not. It's fine. Shadow's striking a pose. I don't know if you can see the foot in the air. Oh, there's another foot. Oh, there's 2 feet. 2 feet in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Oh, it was so funny. I went to go visit my friend on Sunday, and I was playing with her kid, her child. He's almost 3, but he has like additional needs and stuff. So he's still kind of, he's bigger, obviously, like he's like toddler size, but like mentality and movement and stuff is very much still kind of like 1-year-old sort of thing. And so he was sitting on my lap, and of course he like sometimes reacts to like music and stuff like that. So of course I just like making up songs or was just like singing songs. So I started singing this song, like the song Dynamite by Tayo Cruz. So he was sitting on my lap and I took his arms and I was like, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes. And we were dancing to Tayo Cruz and he seemed to like it. And then my friend informed me that her husband was like playing Usher for him the other day. So we're like, cool, baby, like some R&B. Like some R&B. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of free patterns. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's so many. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of like different pop culture references and stuff too. I think there's a couple like Halloween ones. But yeah, no, she has quite a few. So yeah, if you're into the different, I think she has a few like Lore Olympics and like Lore Olympus, and like Bee and Puppy Cat and like different sort of Cartoon Network things as well. But then there is like sort of like Nightmare Before Christmas and Howl's Moving Castle and stuff as well. So yeah, there's plenty of options over there on Stitchy Nova's Instagram, which is awesome. Alright. So that one's now full. Oh, really? Yeah, I never ended up reading it. Every time I go, it's so funny because every time I'm in like an airport or a bookstore, in their graphic novel section, I always see like the Lore Olympus like volume and stuff, and I'm always so intrigued by it because it just looks so beautiful. And yeah, I've seen a lot of like stuff online about it, but I've never personally read it. But yeah, I'm very drawn to the artwork as well. I think it's quite pretty. It was because I feel like if Lore Olympus was around, because I feel like when I was a bit younger, maybe like in a kind of preteen mode, I had like I was really interested in like gods and goddesses and stuff like that. And so I feel like if it was something that was around like preteen Tasha, would have been super into it. But I think it sort of came to be after I had sort of after I wasn't as into them as I like had been at the time. I think it would still be worth looking into though. Oops, that one was not supposed to be filled in. Do I not? Okay, the light is on. I'm like, it's feeling like it's not very bright in here right now, but I think it's just me. Whew, okay. out what our next piece of action is. I think once we could do this color, we have a bit of purple we can fill in. How are we doing for time? Okay, not bad. We still have some time. We still got quite a bit of time, actually. I think it'd be nice, like this whole sort of section here, if we could finish that, I think that would be amazing. I think I would feel very accomplished if we got those sections done. We'll see what happens. After this, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight. 'Cause I don't know. So I just saw all the Discord messages of you guys freaking out about snacks earlier. I completely missed all of that. That's amazing. Ooh, that's a nice little predicament for you to find yourself in, hopefully. I was like, speaking of murder mystery, I'm so excited I'm all caught up on Only Murders in the Building. It's annoying though. It's probably good for my productivity level that these shows release an episode every week. But for my desire to binge things, it's really rude of them actually to not release all of the episodes at once. We're so close. You can tell I'm in like power mode. I'm like, let's get this done. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, really? A new trigger channel. That's cool. Oh, I like that. Yeah, the last thing I was gonna say, I would say binged it. I guess, to be fair, the last thing I binged was I realized that season 2 of Abbott Elementary was on Disney Plus. So I've not binged it. I managed to stop myself, but I did watch like 4 episodes in a row the other day. And then was like, girl, you need to get off your ass and be productive. So I managed to strong-will myself off of the sofa to actually get shit done, which I was, felt very mature of me. But yeah. Then I was gonna say the only other one that I would probably have considered binging, but I was watching the live action remake of the live action adaptation of One Piece, which was so good. I loved it. But yeah, because I was watching it with Liam and they were like hour episodes at a time in the evening, we only like would watch a few of them at a time. He's much better at like having boundaries when it comes to binging. He's like, oh, we'll save this for tomorrow. Whereas I'm like, I want more. Yeah. Yes, I have. I've started to see the bug. Well, I've seen one buggy meme. It was so funny because you brought it up, and then I was scrolling through Facebook, and I guess the Try Guys social media manager Kaylin is like quite clued in to sort of like thirst culture and stuff on TikTok. So there was a video of her going around the office showing all of her all the employees her new like man crush, her new like daddy obsession. and it was Buggy the Clown, and everyone was like, I don't know how I feel about this, because I don't know how I feel about clowns. So yeah, I definitely, it was so funny you mentioned that, and then I saw that, and I was like, oh, Kat said this was happening. Kat said that Buggy was popping off on the socials. You saw it? Yeah. Yeah, and they were like, maybe not. Oh, really? That's a bit awkward for you. You're like, listen. You're like, I'm hoping that there's a new person that they lust after. See, everyone's into Buggy, but like I was going back over all the characters, and I think Shanks is the most attractive one. If you guys don't know, so the reason, because I was looking at him and I was like, oh, he's really attractive. Like, he seems familiar to me. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Once Upon a Time limited series spin-off, Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. I ended up watching that because they had finally, and I think it ended up on Disney Plus, and so that was something that I binged. And the guy who plays Shanks in One Piece played like the genie that Alice was in love with in that show, and he was very attractive in that one. So I was like, this checks out for me. Clearly, you know, at least I'm consistent. And like, that is an attractive person in both of those shows. Ethan, oh really? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they did a musical episode of Star Trek. Or not the episode. Oh, they actually had a Star Trek musical? That I did not know. I was not aware of this. Okay. Ooh, we're gonna be cutting it close for Floss Chicken. Oh, it was an episode. Okay, but still, that's really cool. I didn't know that. I did not know they did one of those. I can't stand musicals. Oh, really? Oh, no. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, some people love them, some people hate them. I get that. I do feel like musicals are quite divisive. This one was like a Parasite or something that was making people sing. That's so funny. What a silly concept. I love that. To be fair, a lot of the like musical episodes in TV shows, like they'll do that and then the actors who they've gotten to play series regulars can't sing. Like me and my brother-in-law were watching the Riverdale version of like the Heathers the Musical numbers, and fucking Cole Sprouse can't sing at all. He absolutely butchered those moments. Yeah. It was like, bleh. So, yeah. So some of them, again, that's good. That's good that he has a good voice. He loves Star, so it's very conflicting. Cole is a plague. Yeah. I think he's very problematic. I got distracted. Oh, no problem. Yeah, of course. What a wonderful distraction. Just diving into all of the options. I love that. I love that for you. Yeah, no, they were trash. To be fair, I feel like I've only seen, again, clips of Riverdale, but I think it got to the point where even the series regulars were like, we need this to die. You know? Oh, are we gonna win this game of floss chicken? Possibly. Hopefully. Fingers and toes crossed. We got 3 stitches left. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I believe in us. I believe in us. Yeah, do they? I know. I feel like I was aware that they did. Obviously, they did the Heathers one, but I don't know what other ones. They did one every season, and wasn't there like 12 seasons? I feel like they would have run out of like pop culture relevant musicals to do. I'm gonna have to Google that. We're gonna finish this, and I wanna check which musicals Riverdale covered, because that means they made Cole sing every season for like, I don't know, 12 seasons or some shit. Oh wow. That's so funny. You are also theater kid, Spoopy. Yeah, I am also former theater kid. I went to performing arts high school. So yeah, I did the choirs and the musicals and all that kind of stuff. I'm hit or miss with musicals. I feel like I do love them. I'm just like, I don't know. I think I had like a bee in my bonnet of like, I had like almost like, I feel like it was like a pick me, I'm not like other girls version of performing arts school, where I was like, I want to be a rock star. I don't want to be a musical theater person. But it's like, whatever. Okay. Now I'm curious. Which musicals did Riverdale do? All the musical episodes. I just want to know what musicals they did. They have the list of like musical moments, but I'm like, I just want to know which ones you covered. All the musical episodes. Okay. This is a ranking of all the musical episodes. How many are there? I'm so concerned and intrigued. Oh, so there's 7. So there's only 7 seasons? Okay. For some reason, I thought there were like 12 seasons of Riverdale. Okay. Number 7. They did Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Okay. Distinguished Academy, where you had to earn your way with excellent grades and basically picked randomly from a hat. Oh, interesting. Okay. Engineering and Performing Arts. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, so Hedwig and the Angry Itch. Interesting. This one doesn't count as a musical. It takes songs from various places, so it's a jukebox musical. Okay, so that's not even officially a musical, but whatever, we'll let that slide. Okay, this one was, oh yeah, they did a Carrie musical, didn't they? So Carrie the musical, interesting. Obviously Heather's the musical. The final musical of Riverdale is a meta self-written one. Okay. So there isn't, again, and then the other one, okay, American Psycho musical. And then Next to Normal, which I've never heard of. The thing that's interesting, I guess, is that at least if they're doing musical episodes, they could be highlighting, like, musicals that people might not know about, and then you could go, that was trash, let me go see what the original is like, and then could, like, get more fans into those particular, like, musicals that way. That's the only benefit I could see of that. The only thing it could potentially cause, though, is people could be like, oh, that sounded really bad, I hate that, and then it would make you not want to go see the musical or look into it because Riverdale's version was so bad. That is also a potential thing that could have happened. What do I want to do next? Probably E. Okay, cool. Few musicals. Waitress. Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Isn't Sarah Bareilles like coming back for that role? Yeah, and they filmed the. I think they did that. They did that with Rent. During one of the anniversaries, they showed the they taped the theater performance and showed them in cinemas. And it worked out because that was the year that like my high school did their production of Rent, so we got to go see that in theaters, which was really cool. Interesting. She graduated after that one production I saw her in. Funny thing about the productions was that 3 out of the 4 productions I was in, I had an engineering student as the lead, and one production with a performing arts student lead was, oh, interesting. Huh. That's so weird that she graduated like right after it. Huh. I guess that, yeah, if it's like merit based, I guess maybe it's one of those that they could work at their own speed, maybe? Interesting. That is strange. I Chris only watched that version of Rent, and I only saw the movie. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I remember actually our vocal music teacher getting upset with us because when we were singing certain sections like of the musical, we were automatically singing the movie version, and they were like, guys, that's not what's written in the sheet music. You have to sing it the way it's written. Like, stop doing the movie version of this. Sing like the actual things that I'm instructing you. And so some of us like had a hard time wrapping our head around the fact that they were 2 different like renditions of something. Oh my goodness. Jeez, I go on like one forest walk with Shadow after not going for a few weeks, and I'm like totally shattered from it. We didn't even do our whole usual walk because it's been so hot. Shadow's like not been interested in eating his breakfast, and so I wasn't gonna make us go on like an extra long hike on an empty stomach. So we didn't even do like the entire sort of forest like we usually do. And to be fair, part of the reason why I called it is I was also getting a bit tired. I'm like, damn, gotta build up my hiking endurance again. Make sure, yeah, that is the right one. Okay. Cool. Okay, so it looks like we're not gonna fully finish this section in the allotted time, but we did a bit better. Ooh, that's really cool. A knitting meeting. Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left of stream. But if you head out before then, I hope you have an amazing time. That's so cool. I love that. A knitting meeting. That's so nice. Have the best time. I love that. My choir was like that too when we did the Sweeney Todd Book of Music. We wanted to sing it like the movie. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because it also is like a muscle memory if you're so used to singing along to a version to then have it changed. It's like I don't know, like you have to think consciously about it. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure that's probably really difficult. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm glad you found that. Oops. To be fair, actually, our lead that was playing Mark in Rent, you know how there's that moment in the Tango Maureen where what's her name? Tracy Tom. I can't remember what the name of her character is. The one who's like dating Idina Menzel. Her and Mark are realizing, like she's realizing from Mark's storytelling that Maureen is cheating on her. And so in the moment, the realization in the movie, it goes, he cheated, or she cheated, Maureen cheated, fucking cheated. And so there's that song. And so, of course, this is a high school production, which is supposed to remove all of the curse words and swears and stuff. But one of the people playing Mark was so enthusiastic and into it that he dropped the F-bomb in the middle of, like, the school matinee production of it. Our teacher was so pissed. She was so, like, what are you doing? And he, like, when it happened, I think he was, like, oh my god. He, like, totally freaked out. But, yeah. Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble. It was, like, fucking cheated. And then she was like, no! Yeah, I feel like you have to. You sing that part with such gusto because it's, like, required of you. It's a very passionate song. And so this kid was like, I'm so passionate, I got distracted and forgot. Alright, if anyone has any raid suggestions, let me know, or else we'll go and check which of our wonderful friends is currently streaming. Like I said, guys, this is the only stream for me this week, but we will be back here next Tuesday. Keep an eye out for what the schedule is going to be. Maybe we'll work more on this, or we will resume the diamond painting since we've been doing so much of that. Thank you so much for the follow, Spoopy Skellingtons. I appreciate that. But yeah, hopefully we will, yeah, we'll see what we get into next week. It should be fun, though. It should be a fun time. And I will hopefully have shenanigans from the wedding in Greece to report on. Let me whisper that over to you, Spoopy. Oh my word, why am I so tired? Okay. I'll just whisper you that invite now so I don't forget. Alright, let me just finish this section of stitches, and then we will go find a friend to raid. We'll find someone we've not spoken to for a while, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Yes, of course. Thank you for requesting to join it. All right. Boom. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right. Let's see what our final completion percentage is. We have done 163 stitches today. That's not as good as it's normally been. Oh, we're almost at 63% completed. We're at 62.9. Wowie wow. Maybe I'll do a little bit more off stream just to bump it up to that full 63%. We'll see. We'll see. All right, who's online? Let's find out. I also need to stop yawning. Jeez. Should finish my granola bar. That would actually maybe help. I don't know. Maybe it'll help. Kim's online doing a digital collage. Hello, Coolib's online. I don't know if she's been online for a while. Last time we raided into her, she was just about to raid out. I felt bad for keeping her waiting. We haven't seen Artemis in a while. Artemis is playing Fae Farm, which sounds very exciting. Yeah, Satchel's on, yeah. But yeah, maybe we go see Artemis. It's been a minute. So I will link to their page. Oops. Excuse me. Yeah, we've not seen them in a minute, so we'll go over and say hello. This is their channel in case anyone gets left behind in the raid. Here's the raid message. All right, let's go send them on over. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Sorry I kind of went brain dead a little bit early today. I'm a little bit tired, who knows why. But yeah, we had a nice time, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Like I said, this is the only stream happening this week. Thursday I'm flying. Friday I'm at a wedding, and yeah. So I'll see you guys next week. Have an amazing rest of your week, an amazing weekend, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye!